In today's video, we're looking at the answers for the information technology examination paper that is 2 hours long, and we are required to answer all the questions. So here goes question 1. The answer for question 1A is web developer. For the other part of the question, the answer is social media specialist. Question 1A is worth 2 marks. Let us look at question 1B. Answers are for the web developer. 2 of the tasks that he would do are, 2 of the 3 answers shown here. So he creates, builds websites, website development, or website updating. So these are some of the tasks that the web developer performs. Or the next part of the question, we have the social media specialist, and these are some of the tasks that this person would do. So the correct answers are 2 of the following: information posting to social media applications, responding to emails, sending mass emails, or messages. This question is worth 2 marks. Here we have another question, and the answers are: authenticity of the email is verified. Emails are verified if it is spam. If he's not sure if the website is legitimate, he must not click on those website links. And this question is worth 4 marks. Or let us look at the next question. The answers are, any 2 of the 3 answers given here would give you the 2 marks. So we have a firewall or antivirus, malware detection to prevent viruses, or malicious attacks. Here's another question. And the correct answers that are required to give you 2 marks are email address, types of essays the user requests, the country, and the username. Okay, let us look at question F. We are given 2 tables. Table 1 with the database features, and table 2 with the task, 4 tasks that are listed, and we're going to complete the table using the database features that are listed in table 1. So here's the correct answer. We have query for the first task. We have calculated field for the second task. We have report for the third task, and for the fourth task, the correct answer is sort, and the example would be a query. Okay? This question will be worth about 4 marks. Okay, here we have another question. So it says John's essay are hosted on the CAD with Mr. Hughes website, and a search was done by a client and it produced this page, right? This web page. So what it is saying is use the layout that is shown above to answer the questions below. All right. So it says the name given to this type of web page. The correct answer is a home page or web page. The web address is https://www.cadwithmru.com. Another web address that was on the web page is essays/cadwithmru.com. And the email address that was shown on the web page is john@cadwithmru.com. Another question is a hyperlink that was shown on the web page, and the correct answers are back to the top, link for each S item, email address, and video. So if we go up to the web page, so the hyperlink, if you click on this hyperlink that says back to the top, it will take you to the top of the page. About us, essays, past essays, and terms of use. If you click on these, it will navigate you to a different web page on the same website, right? If you click on videos here and also the email, you'll be navigated to another web page, whether internally or externally, using the hyperlinks. Okay. This question is worth 4 marks, and the total marks for question 1 is 20 marks. Let us look at question 2. The correct answers are, for the main components that each computer system must have, we have input devices, central processing unit, memory, and secondary storage. This question is worth 2 marks. Okay. Question D. State the function of any one of the main components of a computer system. Input devices are components of the computer system used to feed data into the computer. Central Processing Unit (CPU) is the hardware device in a computer which all the instructions are executed from the software. The secondary storage devices are non-volatile storage devices, for example, hard disk drives. Output devices are peripheral devices that facilitates the process information or result to be converted into a format that is presented outside the computer, such as using a monitor or printer. This question, if answered correctly, is worth 1 mark. So the correct answer for 2C is local area network, and you will get 1 mark for this. D. Before Tom writes his report, he looks on the internet to find specifications that are best for the laboratory. Explain any two approaches that Tom may use to evaluate the reliability of the information he retrieves. By examining the date of the information, Tom can check the currency of the information or article to make sure that the information is not out of date, because if it is out of date, it would not be useful. He must check if the information is biased. He can search the internet for objective sources to find information on the quality of the product, because the supplier may give product reviews of the quality that are exaggerated. Checking the relevance of the information on the cost, the computer specifications, and the shipping cost and shipping dates is another approach that Tom can take to ensure that they are applicable to the area where the school is based. So if you are shipping from New York to a school in the Caribbean, the shipping price may outweigh the cost of the actual product. Whereas if you are shipping the product from Miami, it would be a little bit more cost effective. This question is worth 6 marks. Okay, here we have another question. It says, the report that Tom will write should have a spreadsheet showing all the requirements for the lab and the estimated cost of the equipment. He started the spreadsheet below, but it needs to be completed, right? So here we have the estimated cost the item description, units, unit price, and the total. We need to find the total estimated cost and the average item price. Okay, so let's go look at the question now. It says in cell A1, the there was a formatting feature that was used across columns A, B, C, and D. What is the name of this formatting feature? The correct answer is merge and center. You will get 2 marks for this answer. All right, another question, and the answer is equal B3 times C3, right? So in cell D3, which is this one, the correct answer is this, and you would get 2 marks. All right. It says write the text for the function that will be used in cell. This is C, so it will be here. D13, which will be here, not here, right? So in cell D13, the function that will be used to calculate the total estimated cost. So the answer is equal sum open bracket D3 through D12 close bracket, and you will get 2 marks for this answer. Okay, here's another question. The answer for this question is equal average open bracket C3 colon C12 close bracket, and you will get 2 marks for this answer. Here's another question. The items in column C are sorted using price per unit in descending order. You will get 2 marks for this correct answer. The total marks is for this entire question is 20 marks. Let us go to question 3. It says Cinderella buys a dress that costs $3,000. She wants to sell ice cream to buy the dress, right? So the cost of the unit of ice cream is $50, right? So we want to write a pseudocode to find out what is the total amount of money that was raised from the selling of the ice cream. So here's the algorithm. Start, declare cost, amount, total cost as real. The cost is equal to $50. Then I'm going to print, open quotation, please type the amount of ice cream, that is units of ice cream to be purchased. Close quotation. Read amount. Total cost is equal to cost times amount. I'm going to print, open quotation, total cost, close quotation, stop. This answer would give you 6 marks if you had all the steps listed in this algorithm. All right. Now it says Cinderella sold 25 units of ice cream at $50 each. Explain how Cinderella could know if she raised enough money to buy the dress. So here's the algorithm. Find the total funds raised from the sale of ice cream. Then subtract the total funds from the cost of the dress. She has enough money to buy the dress if the funds raised is equal to or greater than the cost of the dress. This answer would give you 4 marks. All right. It says Cinderella wants to track the orders placed for the ice cream. So she makes a spreadsheet in order to do so. So here's a spreadsheet where she recorded the date, the item, the name of the item, the cost per unit, the quantity ordered, the total amount that will be due based on the amounts of units of ice cream that was ordered. And here we have the cost of the dress. It says using the spreadsheet shown above, write the functions and or formulas in cell E8 or E9 to show whether Cinderella has raised enough funds. Okay, so for the first step, we want to find how much money was raised from the selling of ice cream. So in E8, which is right here, we need the answer there. So the correct answers are find the total funds raised. You could type in there equal sum, open bracket, E4 through E7 close bracket, or equal sum, open bracket, E4 comma, E5 comma, E6 comma, E7 close bracket, or equal open bracket E4 plus E5 plus E6 plus E7 close bracket. Now, this would give you the total amount of money that was raised. To find out if she can buy the dress, this is a correct formula that would be required in cell E9, which should be this cell. All right, so let's come down here now. So the correct answer that should be typed in the cell E9 is equal F2 minus E8. So F2 is this cell, and we're going to minus E8, which was this. The information that we typed in E8, right? Or another correct answer is equal $F $2 minus E8. If you have either one of these two answers, you will get the 6 marks, right? The 6 marks is for this section and this section, right? So you will get 3 marks here, 3 marks here to give you a total of 6 marks. All right. Now it says write a function that will be typed in cell E10 to display yes if Cinderella has enough money to buy the dress, or no if she has not raised enough money. So let's also look at cell E10. So E10 would be this one. So E10, and this one will be E9. All right. And this cell, as you know, this one is F2. Okay. All right. So here are the two acceptable answers. Equal if, open bracket, E9 greater than or equal to F2, comma, open quotations, yes, close quotations, comma, open quotations, no, close quotation, close bracket. Or another acceptable answer for the 3 marks is equal if, open bracket E9 greater than or equal to 3000, comma, open quotation, yes, close quotation, comma, open quotation, no, close quotation, close bracket, right? So any one of these two answers would do, but this one is a better answer because if the cost of the dress changes, then you won't have to go and manually change the function here, okay? And this question is worth 3 marks.
So this is a preferred answer. This one is correct, but this one is a better answer because, as I said, if the cost of the dress changes in the future, then you would have to come down here and change this figure to probably say what, $4,000? If it was, if it is $4,000 in the future, while here it will be automatically updated if you change this $4,000 here. Okay. All right. Here's another question. She wants to insert another row for May 9 in row 4. Explain what would happen to the data in row 4. So here it is. Here is, we want to enter May 9 here. So it is asking you about how would you do it, right? So here's the answer. Move the data in row 4 to row 5, or insert a new row above row 4, then type the new data in this row. Any one of these two answers would give you 1 mark. Okay, here's another question. She does not want other persons to see her sales from her ice cream. Explain how she could protect her spreadsheet. So the file can be encrypted, or the file can be protected using a password. Any one of these two quick answers will give you 1 mark. All right, here's another question. She wants to learn more about spreadsheets. Her friend told her about some courses that are offered during the day. However, she cannot register for these courses that are offered during the day because she's employed during the day. Explain two other options that Cinderella could think about to take for a similar course. So can be self-taught using by purchasing a textbook. She could watch educational videos. She could use online resources on the internet. She could use distance education, which is online schooling, or a tutor online. This question is worth 4 marks, and the total marks for this question is 25 marks. Okay, here's question 4. It says a local area network can be wired or wireless. Jill has rented a small house and she wants to set up a network that will enable all the devices to be connected in her house. The devices that are frequently used are one desktop computer, one laptop, one Apple smartphone, one Apple tablet, and one printer. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we're going to draw lines that indicate the correct labels for the correct definitions on the table on the right. So the correct answers are switch. The right computer is sent messages on a single network using this equipment. The next answer is router. This equipment is used to connect two different networks. Then we have the twisted pair. In local area networks, this type of wired transmission media is used. Our next answer is modem. And the definition for a modem in this definition, it says analog signals are converted to digital signals, and digital signals are converted to analog signals. And then the network interface card, the correct answer for this definition is prepares data, receives data, sends data, and controls the flow of data between a computer and the network which is connected. This question is worth 5 marks. All right. Explain one disadvantage and one advantage of using a wireless network over a wired network. So the disadvantages are the transmission media may be, may be easily intercepted by other persons who should not be on the network. So more care is needed to be secure. The wireless signals in buildings is a health concern for some individuals. Advantages of using a wireless network over a wired network. The clutter of the wires is less in a wireless network. Jill can print anywhere in her house instead of having to connect the device to the printer. She can print from mobile devices such as a tablet or a smartphone. These mobile devices do not have UPS or other printing ports on them, so the wireless network allows her to print from her tablet or smartphone. And this question is worth 4 marks. Next question. What is the name of the protocol technology commonly used to provide wireless computer network in a house or office? The correct answer is Wi-Fi, and you would get 1 mark for this answer. All right. Write a pseudocode to represent the following steps in the algorithm. So it says prompt the user by showing the following statement. Kindly enter your supermarket bill for each week and type -1 to enter to stop entering the amount. The second step, accept the total from the user until -1 is entered. 3. Determine and display the sum of the total entered, the average of the total entered. And here we have the pseudocode here. So we have start, declare amount, total, average as real. Declare counter as integer. Counter is equal to 0. Total is equal to 0. Print, kindly enter your supermarket bill for each week and type -1 to stop entering the amount. So we have read amount, then you have while amount is not equal to -1, total is equal to total plus amount, counter is equal to counter plus 1, read amount, end while. Then we have average is equal to average divided by counter. Then we're going to print the sum of the total amount entered is space, close quotation, comma, total. Then we have print the average of the total amount entered is space, close quotation, comma, AVG, stop. So this answer would give you 10 marks. All right. Answer the following question based on the pseudocode. Start, declare text, number, count as integer. Counter is equal to 0. Print, enter positive integers. Read number, test is equal to number, while counter is less than 5. If number is less than test is equal to number, and if counter is equal to counter, read number, and while and test stop. All right. What problem does the algorithm solve, and explain how it solves it? So this is a question. For the answer for the first part is what does the algorithm do? The correct answer is the algorithm asks the user to enter the numbers 5 times, then it displays the lowest number entered. How does it do this? It achieves this by checking if the number entered is less than the lowest number previously entered. If the number entered, that is the current number, is lower than the previous number, then this current number is stored in the variable. After the loop ends, the lowest number that is stored in the variable will be printed on the output device, such as a monitor. This explanation would give you 5 marks, and the total marks for this question is 25 marks. The total marks for this information technology examination paper is 70 marks. How many marks did you get on this paper? This brings us to the end of the test. In the next video, we'll be looking at programming. We're looking forward to seeing you in that video. Please take care. Until then, bye.
Thanks for watching the video, and don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, like, comment, and share.